You help hold leaders accountable, raise community issues, and shape national conversations. Without your voice, the microphone goes silent. Keep calling, keep talking, because when the people speak, democracy breathes.
AI Radio, Sudan.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. The national government has adopted a new economic stabilization and structural reforms policy aimed at tackling inflation, fiscal pressure, and currency instability. Juba County Commissioner Emmanuel Tetesbon on Tuesday launched the opening of 16 kilometers of roads in Mangalapayam, a move authorities say will promote planned settlement and reduce land-related disputes in Central Equatorial State. And South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority has announced cuts to domestic and international aviation charges, a move officials say is aimed at boosting the aviation sector and lowering airfares for passengers. These stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, LASUBA MEMO, and now the news in detail. The national government has adopted a new economic stabilization and structural reforms policy aimed at tackling inflation, fiscal pressure, and currency instability. Speaking at a press conference in Juba on Wednesday, the Minister of Finance and Planning, Dr. Bak Barnaba Chol, said the policy was approved by the Council of Ministers and will guide government efforts to stabilize the economy. Dr. Bak said the decision followed a cabinet assessment which found that the economy remains under pressure despite signs of resilience. At the center of the reform is tighter government spending and stricter fiscal discipline. The minister said cabinet approved targeted adjustments to protect stability while restoring confidence in public finances. He added that non-essential expenditures will be limited and recruitment across government institutions temporarily frozen except for critical needs. To boost revenue, the government plans oil sector reforms, the introduction of value-added tax, expansion of non-oil revenue, and the cancellation of non-statutory tax exemptions. On currency stability, Dr. Bak said the government will work closely with the Bank of South Sudan to align fiscal and monetary policy. The reforms also focus on economic diversification through public-private partnerships with priority sectors including agriculture, livestock, fisheries, tourism, agro-processing, mining, and export commodities such as sesame and gum arabic. Dr. Bak said implementation will be coordinated through the economic cluster with regular reporting to the Council of Ministers. The Finance Minister said the government is committed to disciplined implementation, transparency, and accountability as the reforms take effect. Juba County Commissioner Emmanuel Tetesbon on Tuesday launched the opening of 16 kilometers of roads in Mangalapayam, a move authorities say will promote planned settlement and reduce land-related disputes in Central Equatorial State. The exercise took place in the Dumadang area of Mangala, covering blocks C1, C2, and C3, and is part of ongoing efforts by the county authorities to support orderly residential development. Speaking during the launch, Commissioner Esbon praised the Mangalapayam administration and the local community for their cooperation, saying the road opening and land showing exercise will be conducted in line with approved layout. He said the designated blocks include spaces reserved for public services such as schools, markets, government facilities, parks, open spaces, places of worship, and a cemetery. The commissioner urged residents who have been allocated plots to develop them according to the approved plan, warning that county authorities will continue to enforce law and order throughout the process. He also called on residents who own plots in Dumadang area to register with the Payam authorities to allow for the official showing of their land. Mangala Payam Director Jumba Mashelo Sebur said the exercise is inclusive and open to all South Sudanese and encouraged residents to cooperate with authorities to prevent illegal land activities. Local chiefs welcomed the initiative, saying it will help reduce land-related misunderstandings while beneficiaries expressed appreciation, with some saying they had waited for years to be officially shown their plots. The county officials say the initiative is expected to promote peace, transparency, and orderly development in Mangalapayam. South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority has announced cuts to domestic and international aviation charges, a move officials say aimed at boosting the aviation sector and lowering airfares for passengers. The reforms include reductions in landing, parking, passenger service, and air navigation fees, as well as a 20% cut in overflight charges. Speaking during the announcement, the Director General of the Civil Aviation Authority, Dr. Garang Deng Ayei, said the measures are intended to ease the financial burden on airline operators and encourage increased use of South Sudan's airspace. He acknowledged that high aviation charges in the past year forced some airlines to reduce operations or withdraw from the country, a situation the authority is now working to reverse. Dr. Ye said airline operators have welcomed the new measures and have continued to reducing ticket prices as operating costs fall. He said, and I quote, "By reducing air navigation fees, we are opening South Sudan's skies to more traffic, fairer competition, and affordable travel for our people." The Civil Aviation Authority also announced plans to review additional fees and introduce the digitization of airport processes to improve efficiency and transparency. Officials say the reforms mark the beginning of broader efforts to position South Sudan as a competitive hub for regional and international aviation. This is iRadio Morning News, and now to the international scene. Dozens of people have been killed in ferocious shooting attack on two villages in Nigeria's western state of Kwara, according to authorities and rights groups. The attackers also set fire to shops and homes along with the residence of the traditional leader, forcing the residents of Nuku and Wuru to flee. Local lawmaker Saibu Baba Ahmed told the BBC. Officials have blamed extremist groups for the attack and deployed an army battalion to Kwara's Kaima constituency. MPs have approved the release of documents about Lord Mandelson's appointment as UK ambassador to the US after angry Labour backbenchers forced a government clampdown over plans to withhold some material. Sir Keir Starmer told a dramatic common session he wanted to release the files which could show that what the government knew about Lord Mandelson's relationship with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, but insisted he would not publish anything that could damage national security or diplomatic relations. That position unraveled after senior Labour figures, including former Deputy Leader Angela Rayner, urged ministers to change course, forcing the government to agree to involve a cross-party parliamentary committee in the process. The Prime Minister has been under pressure to disclose the files after police launched a criminal investigation into claims Lord Mandelson passed sensitive government information to Epstein. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. The government of South Sudan has adopted a new economic stabilization and structural reforms policy aimed at tackling inflation, physical pressure, and currency instability. Juba County Commissioner on Tuesday launched the opening of 16 kilometers of roads in Mangala, Payam, a move authorities say will promote planned settlement and reduce land-related disputes in Central Equatorial State. And South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority has announced cuts to domestic and international aviation charges aimed at boosting the aviation sector and lowering airfares for passengers. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I'm LASUBA MEMO. Thank you for listening.